The American bald eagle, our national symbol, and today is Manicure and Pedicure Day at Reflection Riding and Arboretum. Goodness gracious, guys, what do you have in store for us today?
Well, the technical term for it is coping. And so what we will be doing is actually going in and trimming back the talons and beak of our American bald eagle here.
And why is that a necessity as opposed to just letting it take its natural course?
Right. In the wild, all of that would happen naturally. There are a lot of different types of surfaces. We try to mimic the wild as best as we can in captivity, but we cannot replicate it exactly.
And when I see you stretching out those gigantic feet, I mean, let's talk about, you were describing it as kind of like a tendon that you were kind of having to, it's like popping a knuckle basically?
Kind of. So once a bird closes its foot, it's actually locked in place, kind of like a knife that locks open. You have to press a button to close. Their feet lock close, so we have to physically pry that apart. And sometimes you can hear that click of that tendon being released.
Let's talk about your first time actually doing this together when you were like, hey, I got an idea. I got a drill and we're gonna go in and we're gonna open up these razor blades and we're gonna trim them down. Like that's...
The Dremel is quieter, it's faster, and you can be a lot more accurate too. So less stress for the bird.
Fortunately, I was able to go to a training class and we covered actually using the Dremel and what you're looking for and different things, and I was able to bring it back here and start implementing it.
At what point did Tish volunteer you to cram your thumb into the beak of a bald eagle?
Actually, I volunteered myself. So this is what I went to school for. You know, I love birds of prey, and actually the technique there, it's called a sea grip, and it is the safest way of doing that because of the way the beak is formed in the back of the mouth. It's actually soft back there, and so there's no way for it to actually hurt me with my thumb inside of the mouth. If I had it out, it could potentially get bitten.
I mean, these suckers they're so powerful.
Super powerful. It takes a lot of strength to hold the bird, and when his wings start coming out, you got to clamp down. And I'm trying to hold the feet so they don't get the person who's trimming. You know, the bird's trying to feel for the person trimming. So it's quite a rodeo, but it's a lot of fun.
Wow.
That's wild, man. I love the fact Tish, you know Tish. I mean,
She's tiny.
If she weighs like probably like 86 pounds, and she's sitting there just not in like an aggressive way, but holding on to that eagle because those 6-foot wings get out, man. Both of those two, me and Chris, are just out of luck.
Well, and the eagle is so still during that process.
Yeah, and they take, obviously, it's our nation's symbol, so they take as best of care as they can. Once they cover the eyes with the towel, it's usually a little bit smoother, but they just do